Secretary Nancy Campbell Hatfield. It's Monday, December 3rd, 2012, and this is a special meeting of the Dublin San Ramon Services District Board of Directors. Presiding this evening is President Rich Halkett.
Thank you, Nancy. I'll call the meeting to order. And as we move on to item 2, pledge of flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Roll call, please.
Okay, Director Howard.
Here.
Director Ramon. Here. Vice President Benson.
Here.
President Halkett.
Here. Thank you. Item 4, special announcements and activities. Nothing tonight. We may soon be record. Item 5, public comment. Corey? Item 6A, reports by General Manager and staff.
Yes, President Halkett and members of the board, a few things for the good of the order. ACWA, Association of California Water Agencies, is holding their conference in San Diego. Director Howard and I will be in attendance. Both of us are on a couple of ACWA committees that meet at the conference. We'll be gone from Tuesday through Thursday this week at that. I would also call to your attention that the California Association of Sanitation Agencies, CASA, will be meeting will be holding their January conference, January 16th through January 18th. That's a Wednesday through a Friday. I'm not sure that the official program announcement has been out, but if you're interested, with the holidays, it's going to roll by pretty quick. So if you're interested, get it on your calendar and let Nancy know so we can get you registered for that. Looking at the calendar a little more, we noted that Monday, December 24th, Christmas Eve, and Monday, December 31st, New Year's Eve, both are sort of one-day events, if you will. The district office would normally be open for those days. It's not a district holiday in the sense where employees get holidays, but I'm intending to close the district office for business purposes on those days so employees can spend the time with their family if they choose to take a day off, and if they don't have the time or choose to work on a quiet day and get something done, they can come in, but we don't have to worry about coverage issues up here at the office on those 2 days. Lastly, I would note, because you're going to be coming up to this under agenda management, Ms. Naw, who's the principal associate with the Little Kids Learning Center, item 9A on board business, contacted district staff today and said she would not be present tonight. I recommend that when you get to agenda management, you defer action on item 9B on the agenda until December 18th, but that, of course, is your call. And in terms of correspondence to and from the board, since your last board meeting, we received an email from Laura S. on November 21st. It was directed to all the board individually as well as the board collectively. Subject was communications, finance matters, streaming, videotaping, and board meeting. That email was responded to by staff. You were copied. And that's all I have.
Thank you very much. The only other thing I would note for the calendar is I received an email today that this is not indicated here that the external affairs and finance on the 11th and 12th respectively have been canceled.
That's true, and I think is there a third one? Wastewater.
Excellent. And I'm assuming Durham 24th will not be held as well.
Well, unless somebody dresses up as Santa Claus.
All right. Thank you very much. Committee reports. We actually had none, so nothing there. Agenda management. I think it may make more sense to hold managing 9B until we get to 9B, so we can opportunity to make a few comments for the record, and then we can deal with that. If that's okay with you, Bert?
That's okay. Everything's okay with me. This is your board.
That's okay with you. All right. Approval of minutes. That's item 7 of the regular meeting, November 20th, 2012. Move for approval.
Second.
And a second. All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. Okay, I have consent calendar items 8A through D. Can you take them as a whole, or you can take it apart if you want?
I'll move approval of the consent.
I'll second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, item 9A, accept financial statements for the fiscal year ended June 30th, 2012 with independent auditor's report, and that is Ms. Rhodes' item.
Thank you, President Halkett, members of the board. The item before you now is to accept the audited financial statements that were prepared by Mays and Associate. We have our audit partner, Mr. Corey Biggs, here tonight to talk to you briefly about the audit, and he and I will answer any questions that you have following his presentation.
Thank you very much. Corey, welcome back.
Thank you. Briefly, it's a clean opinion. You don't have redevelopment. Be happy. Seriously, though, the financial statements are in general consistent with prior years. I think the one notable major transactions was the recording of the district's share of the new revolving debt because of the revenue. It's different accounting than what's taken place in the past. That's probably the most significant change in terms of reporting in comparison to prior years. But I think the rest of the notes are in general consistent. There was one new gate we did not have an impact here, which we talked about in the controls were adequate. I have no gripes on the control front. Staff was prepared as usual, and that's usually typical here. Staff's prepared, they know the numbers and so forth. They continue to take an active role in the financial prep and closing the books, so we don't have to wrestle with a lot of post-closing adjustments. In general, it's a good engagement, very straightforward engagement. Like that, right? For questions.
Do you have any questions for Corey?
No, finance, I went through it pretty good detail and was very satisfied.
As was I. Anything from anybody else? All righty.
Very good.
Your record. Okay. I think we need a motion to accept the auditor's report. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to accept the auditor's report.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
None opposed. All right, 9B. Consider appeal of water bill by the Little Kids Learning Center in an amount in excess of board policy. Berta Lori.
Well, if you wish to start discussing, let me just offer a few comments. This is an appeal by a customer of a water bill that was received in the July-August time frame that was a fairly large amount. It was over $1,000 water and sewer bill. Staff has adjusted the bill in accordance with the maximum authority we had in accordance with board policy. The customer was not satisfied with that adjustment and appealed to the board. All the material that we have related to this is all in the staff report. As you know, she is not here tonight. My recommendation would be to defer it until the 18th. You can certainly take whatever action you wish. It's properly agendized to do so. And if you have any questions, we can let me answer.
Okay. Just for our viewing audience, I wanted to make sure that the record reflected that we actually had this agendized last meeting as well, and Ms. Nuff failed to show up for that one as well. Okay. I'm first. Unless anybody else has any questions,
I have no question.
Yeah.
So I think moving to 1218 makes sense. Does the rest of the board concur that 1218 is kind of the last bite of the apple?
Well, that is what we said
opportunity.
at the last meeting. And does she know that?
We believe she does. She's been consulted.
Okay, so let's move it to 1218 with whatever proper legal, I don't want to say the wrong wording. And just make sure that Ms. Nutt understands that that's, we both take an action on 1218.
I understand.
So we'll defer to 1218.
All righty. That was exciting. Item 10, board member items. Anybody have any?
I'm just curious, how did the treatment plant do with all the weather?
Oh, well, thank you for bringing that up. Dan and I talked about it, and then the afternoon turned into a whirlwind.
Busy Monday as well. Actually, during the period Wednesday through Sunday, our weather gauge out of the plant recorded a little over 5 inches of rain. But the plant got through the rainstorm without any problems. We didn't have any issues with the treatment plant or with the lavema pumping system. I will tell you that our mechanics on Friday managed to cobble together an old #1 secondary clarifier, and we got it back in service.
kind of just in time for the worst part of the storm, because we got the heaviest rains on Friday and then again on Sunday. I believe on Sunday we took the highest flow of the period. For about 5 hours we had 30 MGD going through the plant. So considering our average flow is 10 or 11 million gallons a day, that's about three times what we normally see. So no problems, we came out of it fine, no compliance issues or anything like that.
Great. Well, thank you to all the people that manned that and came in off their normal time periods off and came in to work on
Let me just add though, that we've cobbled together old number one that's running. The parts for the new one are coming.
You still want to do
We've got another one of the big parts today, so we're kind of, biding our time here until we can get the new one put in.
Get some good duct tape.
Yeah. Take a little wire and Band-Aids.
Well, anything else, Pat?
that. Nothing else.
Anything on this side?
Nope.
All right.
It's a quiet night.
I have nothing as well. And then we will obviously not need closed session 11A.
That's correct.
So we will go, we don't need 12, we're not going to report from a closed session we're not having, so we will move to item 13 and adjourn the meeting.
That was quick.